sun is shining, the weather is sweet, yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to Fearfully and Wonderfully Made. Today I'm here with a guest on Itsgabtime. This is my dad. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, my name is Pierre-Claude Robergeau. I'm happy to be part of this show today. It's Gab time. Maybe today it's my time because you invite me to be in your show. It's a pleasure for me to be with you, Gab. I don't know if I will be able to keep up with you because I know that you have a lot to say. You always have a lot to say in your show. I'm ready. If whatever you ask, if I can answer, I will answer. If I cannot, I will not answer.
Okay. All right, so as you can see from the title, today we are going to be addressing a topic that everybody struggles with in their life, and that is fear. Fear is something that can paralyze somebody, whether it's in your mind or in your body, and everybody experiences it. Even if you say you're very brave or courageous, fear is something that is part of everybody's life. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree with you, Gab. But you know, as you said, we need to have some kind of fear, because when you don't have fear, it's you are someone who can jump in a pit without even knowing that you can kill yourself. You know, you can jump in a swimming pool that doesn't have water because you don't have fear. You see there's no water in you just jump in it. Fear is good, but when it's extreme, it's not very good because it can prevent you from progressing, from having success in life. Mm-hmm. That's how I see it.
Mm-hmm. And what is, you touched a little bit about that, but what is the difference between good fear and bad fear? What does that look like when someone has a good fear, or not good fear, but they're precautious? Is there a difference between being precautious and fearful?
Precautious, it's a kind of fear, but I can call it a good fear because you don't want to jump into things that you're not sure of, because you don't know if you jump, if you're going to succeed. For example, we can say that you are being precautious when you meet someone, you meet the person, you meet a stranger, or somebody that you never met before, or you knew but you don't know very well. Mm-hmm. And you're being precautious to not open yourself too much, because if you open yourself too much too soon, you may regret. It's good to observe the person. It's good to talk more to the person in order to know if the person is sincere. Mm-hmm. Maybe he will let you know who he really is. Mm-hmm. But you know, some people are very clever. They are very sneaky. You don't know. They will tell you what you want to hear. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why you can be precautious to not putting yourself out there too much to get hurt. Yeah. Yeah. I can say the bad fear is, it's when there are opportunities and then you see everything where you can go, but you are fearful. You don't want to move on, and that's why you miss on some opportunities.
Yeah. So do you think that when it comes to a relationship with God, do you think that God can make somebody fearful of something, or how will that look like when he's will he make you fear something, or is it only him? Because in the Bible it says fear God, or fear him. But is it the same kind of fear that, the scared kind of fear? Is that the same?
In French they say that fear, it's like they say crainte, la crainte de Dieu. The fear of God is not because you're afraid of Him. There's a difference between the fear and when you're afraid of something, you're scared of someone. That fear is a kind of respect that you have for God, and then you say that this is something that if He asks me not to do this, I will not do it. If He asks me to do this, I will do it. You respect Him, and then you know there will be a good result after you follow the commands of God. Yeah. So I think everybody needs to have some kind of fear, but it needs to be a positive one, a good one. Yeah. So what do you think about it?
Yeah, I think so too. That's something I was actually thinking about today because, as you know, I'm about to take a big leap of faith in a couple of days, and it's something that I've struggled with in my life, and I think a lot of people struggle with when they're about to make like a major move in their life. It's you get to a point where you want to make sure that this is what God wants you to do, and then you get confirmation over and over, but also because you have that fear of like the unknown, and you're just struggling in the way that you want to make sure that you want to make sure that you respect God, and you, like you said, gain la crainte de Dieu, and you know that it's from God, but you still have that fear inside of you. And today I was thinking that maybe sometimes God puts you in uncomfortable situations like that in order for you to grow, in order for you to get out of your comfort zone, because He sees that, or in order for you to trust in Him even more. He makes you go through those things for you not to always have like an easy way out of any situation. If He's putting you in some situation that He knows that you are going to grow from this is going to be an experience for you to trust Him even more, He's not going to, quickly answer your prayer and say, okay, you know what, she's fearful of that situation, she's fearful of that change, so I'm gonna stop everything so that she can stay where she is. I'm gonna make it in a way where she is going to keep going, but in that process she'll have to know that this is for her to learn how to trust me, because where she's at right now she doesn't trust. So I'm gonna put her in that situation where she feels, I guess, fearful. She feels scared. She feels like she doesn't have any way out, for her to trust that I am in control, that she doesn't need to be in control of every single situation. So I think, for me personally, I think sometimes God does give you some type of fear for you to get to that point where you can let go and let Him take control of your life, so you don't have to always feel like you need to be in control of everything. I don't know what you think about that.
Yeah, but I know that for your viewers, I don't know if you told them already. So if you told them that you are leaving, you are going to Africa, you are going on a mission trip for 9 months.
Yeah.
So you say that you are about to take a big step in your life. So you think that it's going to be stressful, that you are fearful, but I could understand. I know that it's good to have some kind of fear. You've been excited in a way, and then also now you become a little bit fearful because of that big move. You quit your job, and then now you're going to be a missionary for 9 months in a school where you attended that school before. So what makes you, what created this kind of fear in you?
I almost want to say that it might be lack of trust in God as well. I know it's lack of trust in God. It's lack of faith as well, because this is something that I've prayed for. This is something that I do I have a prayer journal, so I've written down that this is what I want to do. And, I wrote it down back in March and then left it in that journal. And then looking back in March and seeing what I had prayed for and what I had put on there actually happened. So I think it's just a lack of trust and a lack of faith and a lack of confidence in myself as well, that I can actually do what I say I'm going to be doing. That's creating all this anxiety and fear within me.
Yeah, but it's also faith comes with experience. What experience you had with God that can say, okay, I don't need to have so much fear, because we've been to Africa, you've been to that school before. When we were leaving in 2008, how old were you at that time?
14.
You were 14. So you spent like 4 years in Africa. You've been there before at that school. You spent like 3 years there. You graduated there. So what is the unknown for you? Because this place is a place that you know, at least. I know after 5 years we left in 2012. So we are in 2017. So after 5 years, what is the unknown for you? Because this is the same place, this is the same country.
I think the main unknown for me is not necessarily it's just because it's not the place. It's not that, I don't know the place. I know exactly where I'm going. I know a few people that are still there. I think the unknown is just me wanting to have control, like not knowing what is going to happen once I get there. It's not really where I'm going, but it's just what will happen.
I see.
Once I get, like what the future holds. That's what really, scares me.
But I am, as your father, your mom, and myself, your grandparents, we are all praying for you that you will be successful, because you pray for it, you have it. That's why it says, be careful. How does they say it? How do they say it?
What you pray for?
Yeah.
Be careful what you ask for, because you
be careful what you ask for. You may get it. So you got what you pray for. So now it's to deal what you have, what you receive from your prayer. So let's continue to have faith. Let's continue to believe, because the God that we serve is the same, yesterday, today, and forever. So when we were living, you remember what we said? Maybe you don't remember, but we said, your mom and I, we left our job here. We both resigned from our job. We said, when we received the call to work for that organization in Africa, I said, we are leaving the comfort zone to go to the faith zone. As you said to begin with, you said sometimes God put us in an uncomfortable situation to test our faith, to test our trust in Him. And then it's a good opportunity for us to grow. So when you go this week, when you travel, when you get there, I know it's going to be a little bit because it's a change, because even if you used to attend that school, you live there for 3 years, you're going to be readjust again, because it's a new role that you're going to play. Because you were a student, now you're going to be working there as a substitute teacher and also as assistant dean. It's going to be new. Well, you have to put another
vest or cape on.
Cape on, yeah.
Or hat on.
Another hat on. Yeah, to be able to cope. Because you're not gonna see yourself today as a student. You have responsibilities. You're gonna be doing different things. So put your hat of substitute teacher and also assistant dean, and also keep the faith. Keep the faith. And you know that when we went to the Congo with you guys, you were teenagers. God protected us. The God that is protecting us here in Canada is the same that will protect you when you go there. And also, when you come back, you will have another testimony. You will have a testimony. You will grow. You will have more experience. You will have a story to tell. Because sometimes when we don't push ourselves, when we don't take the word of faith, we don't have any story to tell. You see? So I wish that the fear will not drive you, but the faith, instead the faith will drive you. Fear will not drive you, it's faith that will drive you. So that's my wish, for you. And then you will keep in growing in faith, you will keep in growing in prayer. Every day will be an experience for you. If you want to have a vlog, if you want to have a blog while you are there, you can keep a journal, you can update us, update your fan, your viewers. It will be an experience of faith, and it will be an experience of growth. And I wish you all the best, Gab. I know that you're gonna succeed. Yeah. So talk to us and tell us what you're gonna do.
So, as I've mentioned before, I'm going to Kenya to be an assistant girls dean at my old high school, as well as a French teacher. So I'll be doing that for 9 months for the school year. And this is something that I've always wanted to do. At the beginning of the year, I went to a youth conference, and coming back, I wanted a change in my life. I felt like where I was, I needed to move, right? And I didn't know where. So then I prayed about it, and until this opportunity came along. And again, guys, whenever you pray for something or ask for something from God, believe that you're gonna get it, but also be prepared, because God is not like a human being. He will always give you what you ask him if it's according to his will for your life. And once he gives it to you, just know that you got to prepare your mind for it, and always be in prayer, because the devil can also continuously come and try to keep you in that comfort zone, because being here or being in this current situation, you always feel safe, it's secure, and people like when they feel safe, right? So whenever you are taking a jump into something that you can't control, it's always scary. But prayer, and like my dad said, let faith be what is driving you towards your passion and towards your goals. And don't let fear, whenever you feel that you're about to fear something or overthink a situation, stop yourself right then and there, identify it, pray about it, and just give it over to God right away before it can take over your whole life. Because overthinking and fear is something that can really overtake and overpower, and it can paralyze you and keep you from reaching and getting to the point where God wants you to be. So that is my life update, and this new episode of Itsgabtime. And like we said, I'm gonna be away for 9 months, so I'm not gonna be able to do any more episodes with my dad, but hopefully this one is something that has given you a little bit of perspective into what kind of advice that my dad usually gives me, and it always cheers me up. And I hope that it also gives you guys some type of confidence and some type of faith that whatever you're fearing right now, God is with you. Pray about it and trust that He has a plan for your life greater than what you think. Thanks for watching Itsgabtime. Thanks, Dad, for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And hopefully by next year, if this channel will still be up, but hopefully we'll have another episode when I come back. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.